What's up, everybody? It's your girl, LeNasia Tyson. Hey, I'm so excited to be with you all on today for our transparency conversation on this Tuesday. So, today's topic, we will be discussing steel processing. Huh? What are you still processing? But listen, I'm really excited today. I'm going to have my brother, my friend, my homie, my roadie, all the way from Julian High School, my brother, Trelane Hannah. And listen, this brother is real. I love him. He's genuine. And he is also part of my team as my photographer. So I'm really excited. I really love him. And I just know y'all going to enjoy him. He crazy. So prepare yourself, okay? Just be prepared to have a little bit of fun. All right. And I would like to introduce to you guys my brother, Trelane. What's going
what's
on,
up,
bro?
LeNasia? What's up? How you doing?
I'm peaches and cream on today. You know, I can't complain. How are you?
I am blessed by the best.
Oh, you're blessed by the best.
Yes,
So
yes,
listen, I'm so excited that you were able to come on here and greet my friends and my fans and my family and all my peoples. I'm just really excited that you are with us on today. You know, I love talking to you anyway. So
yes.
I know that they're going to love talking to you as well.
Yes. Well,
So
I'm excited myself to be here.
Well, I'm glad. So, you know, so what's been going on with you?
Nothing. Just a lot of being a family man, being a photographer, coming in my way as a photographer. Started off probably 2 years ago, and it's been taking off. So, you know, and I enjoyed doing your pictures as well.
Well, look, I'm happy to have you. My team, my entire team just loves you. You know, we all have to brace ourselves and make sure that we eat light when we're around you because you're going to have us laughing and carrying on. You know.
Yes.
So listen, I really do appreciate you for joining me on this conversation. And I would love to get your thoughts. So I ran across a post on Instagram. I'm going to pull it up so that everybody can see it. And I just want to know your thoughts as to, let me just show you first, okay? And then you can tell me what you think about this post.
Okay.
So I ran across this post from Real Tunes, and the question is, ladies, would you propose to your man? So I wanted to know, you know, what are your thoughts on proposing or a woman proposing to you?
Oh, this is a hard one. Personally, I don't want a woman proposing to me. I'm old-fashioned.
Really?
Yes, I'm old-fashioned. I would love to get down on one knees, as I did my wife. Got down on one knees, and I asked her for her hands in marriage. I am old-fashioned. I believe that, you know how they say the dog chased the cat?
Okay.
Right? The guy being the dog, as some women refer to men, and women as the female, the feline, right? So I believe, yes, the dog chased the cat.
Okay.
I also believe in 2021 that anything is possible.
Okay.
Women fought for equal rights to do what men can do.
Good point. That's a good point.
To do what men can do and be accepted in this world and be strong individuals. So I'm 50-50 on it. What I would do, I don't expect everybody else to do. Okay. So if a woman is brave enough to get down on her knees and a man will allow that, then you know what? Let them be happy. If that's what makes them happy, if that's how their household is going to work, how their relationship is going to work, you know, let it be that. We're in 2021. I am not here to judge.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You said if that's how their household going to work.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Okay. So what I mean by that, I am a very spiritual person.
Okay.
And in my household, right? My wife, I'm submissive to my wife as she is submissive to me.
Okay.
You know, it's but she lets me lead as a man.
Okay.
right? And that's what the Bible says also.
Okay. So are you saying that since the woman proposes to the husband, to the man, he accepts, then there's a change of responsibility in the household?
Not saying there's a change of responsibility, but making the decision to go forward and forth in decisions and things like that. I believe that if he can't make the decision to say, you know what, I want to make this woman my wife, I want to marry her, and she has to say that, because I believe women are becoming a lot more dominant than men. They are.
Okay.
They're um up there getting the jobs. There you see a lot of them graduating from college. They're doing very well, and I applaud them, because I have a daughter. She's 21. I have a mother. I have a wife. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe that these women are strong women.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind having a strong woman. So, but I like the fact that my wife does let me lead.
Okay.
We discuss it, we talk about it, and she trusts in my opinion and my
Okay.
decision. So, yes, I believe that if the woman's taking the initiative to go out and buy a ring, I believe that old fashioned has been broken. And some women are running the household. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Wow. You said old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
So you would you agree that that could possibly be the old traditional way? Like that's just traditional?
It is, and it's okay. It works for some, and some people it doesn't work for.
Okay.
Yes, it is old tradition.
Okay. So then why do you say that your wife let you lead versus
Because she has to, like I said, it's a decision that she has to make within herself to let me lead. You know how some women say, I don't need a man, I could do this by myself. It's very true. It is so true. She can do it all by herself. But we decided as a couple to say, I do, in front of our pastor and in front of a lot of people. And we just sat down and had a conversation to say, yo, this is what I expect. We went to counseling.
Mhm.
This is what I expect. I expect for you to take out the garbage. Can you do that? Yes, I can. I want you to protect the household. Baby, I can do that.
Mhm.
So we discussed these things. So she asked me, I said yes. So she's allowing me to do what I need to do in order to make her happy.
Okay. Wow. So if you will allow me to be transparent,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I can say exactly what I can say is the statement that you made that she allowed you to lead by giving you the authority and lowering herself and say, okay, I'm gonna let you be the man. I can honestly say that that's one of the things I did not do in my marriage.
Okay.
I would ask, hey, can you do this? However, if he didn't move fast enough for me, or if he didn't do it the way I preferred him to do it, it was a problem. And I realized that later in life that that's where all of the confusion and all of the arguing, everything started because I kind of stripped him from that. I stripped him from leading me. It was like, I'm the boss because I don't like the way you do it. I'm gonna do it my way, and it's
Yeah.
the only way it's gonna be. You know what I mean? And it caused a lot of confusion, a lot of conflict because I did not submit. Now,
But it goes both ways. It does go both ways. So even though you didn't submit to him, he didn't submit to you too, because a relationship only fails if two people, something only fails, a relationship can only fail if both people are part of it, right?
mhm.
So, I mean, can you honestly say he tried everything he can to make you feel the way you were supposed to feel to submit to him?
I can honestly say he did exactly what he knew how to do. And I didn't have, we were young. We got married at 19. So we didn't know how to support one another. So instead of me, when I realized that he didn't know how to do certain things, instead of me saying, okay, baby, let me show you what I learned and how I learned how to do it. And now that you know how to do it, you figure out the best way that fits you so that you can get the job done. I didn't do that. It was like,
Yeah.
how you not know how to do that? How you not, what did you learn? And that totally began the belittling him as a man.
Breakdown of the relationship.
It broke down the relationship. It
Yes.
broke him down as a man. It removed the respect level, So I can honestly say that is one of the things I learned later in life. You know how you look back over your life and be like, oh man, I guess I could have did that different. And to this day, he and I are really good friends. We still do what we have to do. We raise our children to the best of our abilities and everything. But I can say in that relationship, now he asked me to marry him, of course, the traditional way.
Yeah.
He did ask me to marry him, and I did say yes. But I feel oftentimes that we're taught that you're not supposed to you're not supposed to live with one another, or you're not supposed to shack. Let's just call it that's what they teach us. And as Christians, we're not supposed to shack. You're supposed to be friends, learn one another, and grow into that relationship. But I can honestly say that we were friends, but we weren't, because we were so young. We didn't even know how to support our own selves. So being there for one another, trying to support, the foundation wasn't built on friendship. You were young. I see all the time. I tell my testimony and my story that my husband and we got married in 19. Our relationship was built off of sex, So when times got hard, we didn't know how to be there for one another. We didn't know how to support one another. But I feel like that's because, he was really stuck on doing things the traditional way. It's supposed to be this way and it's supposed to be that way. And I feel like in a relationship, like you just said, you and your wife sat down together. Y'all made the decision that this is how we're going to do it. This is how our household will be ran. We didn't do that, So,
absolutely.
That's pretty good. Now, as for LeNasia, will LeNasia ever propose to a man? Absolutely not.
And why, may I ask, why is that?
Well, in my opinion, I feel like if I ask the man to marry me, that means I'm asking him to allow me to take care of him. Let me be your support system, baby. It's not like he can stay home and have the kids and raise the kids and I go to work. I still got, you know what I mean? So I feel like that I'm giving him permission to ride on my back, but I don't want to be the one. I don't want to carry my man on my back. You know what I mean? So I guess that will be a no for LeNasia.
Okay, so I see it like this also. Women proposing to men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recommend it. I really don't.
Okay.
But as I said, I mean, we're in times where things are different. I mean, you look at sexuality, you look at spirituality and everything like that. A lot of people are staring away from what our grandparents and our great grandparents were ready to do, and it's sad to me, but at the same time, I'm not here to judge. I want to make it into heaven, so I choose to do what I do to make it there because I believe in God. Not asking anybody else to. So, and when I speak about him, I tell them, I let them know that God is in me, and I try to steer them the way, to where I think they should be, but I don't force them.
Okay.
And our house, my household, my wife and my household, we are firm believers in Christ, and we pray with our children every night.
Okay.
And everything like that. So this and it's all discussion. We sat down and we talked about this, and a lot of people don't do that. Like you said, your relationship at the beginning was based off of sex. Our relationship wasn't like that.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
we didn't move in together until 2 months before we got married because we wanted something to go home to. We didn't want to go back to our own separate place and everything. At the time I was living with my mother because I was out of a relationship where we lived together. And then, that went away. And then I said, you know what, move back home with mom. And it's okay, And she didn't see it like, oh, there's some bum dude moving home with his mom.
Okay.
Had a job, had a car, took her out to eat. I paid paid for every meal. I opened car doors, and I still do that for my wife, because she's special.
If I had some hand claps, all right,
Yay.
try.
But
All right.
and if you look at it, I mean, I big up my wife all the time. She the reason why I'm successful in my photography business, I would have to give it to the Lord first, because he saw fit to put me in this position to have the eye and the mind to, do what I do. But I have to give it up to my wife as a close runner up, in it, because she supports me so much. Hey, babe, that looks good. How about if you do that? When I'm doing a model and she's nude, she doesn't have a problem. There's no jealousy there, because I show my wife that I love her, that you're the only one.
Well, I'm a strong believer of that. I'm a strong believer that you can't do what you love to do successfully without having the support of your spouse.
Absolutely.
It just won't work, period. Okay, so with that being said, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Okay, so how has your understanding of love changed throughout the years within your life?
Ooh, that's a good question. Being selfless. I understood that I had to be selfless in order to make love work. Not only that, communication, and not only communication, but understanding, because you can communicate to somebody, but if you're not speaking their language, how are they going to understand?
You better go ahead and preach, boy. Hallelujah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so it's understanding. You have to go in there without leave your feelings aside as you and that person, and look at it from an outsider's perspective, and be like, you know what? I was wrong. Maybe this could work if we did it her way, instead of, like I said, she lets me be the man, but I care about her so much that I would lower I wouldn't say manhood, because I would never do that, but I would take a step back and say, you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe if we try it this way, we can succeed in what we're trying to do. She helped me start my LLC. She helped me look for certain things that I needed, help me with my logo to my business, all those things. She is a special woman. And like I said, because of that, because of her love for me and understanding for me, I am successful in what I am doing today because of her.
Okay. I feel you with that.
Yeah.
I know for me, love was challenging. It was very challenging because my first introductory, I think everybody's first introductory to love is the love of your parent, right? The love
Absolutely.
and support that you're being cared for, and that you trust. Well, it's not even that we trust. We have no choice but to trust that our parents are making the right decisions for us until we become adulthoods and get on our own. I did have a tragedy that confused me on the word of love, because to hear that somebody loved you but then they hurt you intentionally, it's like, well, wait, what kind of love is this? So that was learning the difference between a parental love and then a man telling me that he loved me but treating me bad and hurting me, right? And then after that, it went a step further till I was looking for other people to love me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was searching for I was looking for something different other than that type of love hurt from a man, you know. So I ran around that circle until I became of age to learn how to not need somebody else to love me. I got married, and I know for a fact my husband loved me. You know what I'm saying? I know to this day he loved me. We care about each other, but we still, one thing I was missing was I didn't love myself. So my understanding of love went through so many different triangles to the point where right now I get asked all the time, LeNasia, why are you single? What's wrong with you? They ask me, you believe it or not, people ask me some crazy stuff. And my response to that is simply, at this moment in my life, I'm choosing to love myself for a little while. Can I love on me? Can I just follow some of my dreams, some of my aspirations, and get to know myself, so the next time I do say I do, I'll know how to love me, and I'll appreciate my love for me. Then the man will have no choice but to love me for who I am, because I love myself. So he ain't got to worry about, I got to do this and I got to prove to her that I love her by doing all of this and that. No, your actions, yes, I will need you to, be the provider, but that will come because if you really love me and want to and want to be with me, you'll take care of me. But I'm just saying that whole circle of love, I had to love myself. And so my understanding of love has evolved to the point where I'm not one that say I don't need a man, honey, because there's certain things I can't do by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right now, I'm waiting on one of my boys to come over here to help me cut down a tree. I'm not gonna get up there and cut down no tree. You need that muscle. I need that muscle.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
So, and then another different aspect of love I learned is when I started having my children. That was like a whole different type of love. That's that I beat you up type. You mess with this one. You know what I'm saying, love? So
I'm gonna say it for you. I'll kill you. You mess with my kids.
Listen, I love my babies,
Yes.
all of them, my god kids, my extended kids, and I love them all. So, but so much, about love. But I would, I often encourage young ladies all the time, all my goddaughters, all my daughters and sisters and everybody. You have to take time to learn yourself and love yourself, because you can't expect somebody else to love you and want to take care of you if you don't love. It's just almost like, you ever let somebody use your car, and then when you get your car back, it's nasty and dirty. They don't take care of it. They don't appreciate it. So they are treated how you treat it. But if you presented it nicely, 9 times out of 10, they'll try to take care of it.
Turn it nicely. Yes.
They'll try to take care of, like, mom ain't gonna let me use this car again if I don't clean it up behind myself, So, I mean, it's so much to it and everything, but I am just so proud of you, Trey. Because, again, we went to high school together. So I know, I know Trelane, okay?
I've always been a upstanding citizen.
And moving on to the next time. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I want to capitalize on what you said earlier too, about the love you receive at home. Mm-hmm. The love you receive at home is very important, because that helps you love yourself a whole lot better too. Mm-hmm. When you have that broken home, and I don't want to say your home was broken, mm-hmm. but it wasn't at its best. And that's, coming from the words that you're saying, it wasn't at its best.
Right.
My mother, right? Right. She's the sweetest woman in the world. Sweetest woman in the world. And she shows everybody love. My house was the house where every kid came over after school, and their parents didn't have to worry about them getting shot, them doing drugs, because I don't do drugs. I never drank. They didn't have to worry about that, because my mom's house was like a safe haven for all of us. And all we did was good. And what?
I said, and we ate good.
And we ate good, and we sang, and we danced, and we loved on one another as hard as we could. And that's why we're still friends till today. Right. But love from the beginning of time, Your parents' love is very important. A father showing his daughter how to be loved by a man, because that's a girl's first love, is her father.
Right.
Opening the door. This is my baby girl, daddy's little girl, things like that. All that is very important. Mama's boy. You know, a mother loves her son. Hey, don't hit him. You're being too rough with him. That's what she tells the dad. We're just trying to make them into young men a little too early, but we're trying to make them tough. You know, so that love at home from the beginning is very important. And I believe that is the start of loving yourself, showing you how to love yourself and how to be loved.
Absolutely.
You know, so I just pray that everyone can get that love that I got from my mother.
Absolutely.
You know, and I still have that love from my mother, and I appreciate her so much.
And I'm sure your wife appreciates that as well.
Oh yeah,
because they say 9 times out of 10, how a man treat his mom is how he will love and treat his wife and his children. So
hey, they act just like my mom and her. They're very sweet.
Yes, they are. I love them both. So Trey, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
You for opening up. Thank you for your honesty.
Yes.
And thank you for your self-control. Because anybody knows they're gonna be like, oh Lord, Trey on here.
I know. I'm surprised I ain't put up a middle finger or anything like that. So I told you I'll behave myself.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday's Transparency Conversation. I love you so much. You know that.
I love you too.
You stuck with me and everything. And I hope, yeah, we stuck with each other now because it's time to work. Huh?
It's time to work. Yes,
it's time to work. So thank you so much for coming. I love you. And I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Love you.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Peace. So everybody, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you all. I love you all. And I just want you to please, if you have not done so already, follow me on all digital outlets, all social media outlets at LeNasia Tyson. That's www.lenasiatyson.com. That's my website. And you can also follow me on YouTube, Instagram, LeNasia Tyson. On Facebook, you can follow me at LeNasia Tyson Music. I love you all. So as you all know, we have this huge event coming up on June 19th. I am so excited about it. And as you all know, as Trey was just saying, you know, that first love, I'm a daddy's girl. And I love to celebrate my daddy. I love to celebrate my children, my boys. I love to celebrate the special men in my life because I have been through so much in my life. But God saw fit to bless me with some wonderful men in my life that I can celebrate and that supports and love on their children and support their families. And not all men, you know, that old cliche that men do all of this. Not all men are bad. Not all men make horrible decisions. And I just want you all to know that I love you. Please get your tickets today for the All Men Lifted event. It will be held on June 19th at the Country Club Hills Outdoor Theater. We're going to be outside. It's going to be an amazing time. You can visit www.unlimitedfaithproductions.com to get your tickets on today. And if you don't remember anything else I said, please remember, always, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing in life, always give God the praise because he deserves it. He wakes us up every morning, regardless of whatever situation I go through. I always give God praise. And I thank God for each of you. I love you all. And please have a wonderful day. Love you.